All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's go through the Tesla Design Studio. Let's configure ourselves up a couple of Teslas just for fun. So the first one we're going to do is try and design the cheapest Tesla that we can. So if we go over to paint, we'll just get a basic paint job. I'm going to go with basic white. If we go over to wheels, I'm going to just choose the cheapest wheel I can. And the interior, we're going to go with just sort of a black interior. And I think that's the cheapest thing I can do. Yep, this here. So cheap, cheap, cheap all the way around. Done. Now we'll get down to more of the guts of the car. So I'm going to keep this over here. You're going to see the cash price, and we'll keep going back to that. That's after incentives and gas savings. This is your actual cash price, plus your destination and documentation fees. So we'll go with the 70D. It goes down here to all the standard equipment, the technology, the safety stuff. Yes, it's very safe. And the warranties is 8 years and 50,000 miles. That's all good. The 5-seater with no 3 seats in the back here is included in that price. As soon as you go to a 6-seater, where you get a couple of seats at the back and a little space here, which is kind of cool, or the 7-seater, which is 3 seats in the middle, then you've got to add $4,000. The Autopilot feature, which is something that's hot in the news right now, that's $2,500, but you can get it put in after delivery if you choose. So they're obviously going to put the sensors and stuff in there, and they'll flip the switch for you for $3,000 later. Other premium upgrade things, the super duper HEPA filter and leather arms here and soft LED lighting and all that stuff. It's a lot of money. Do you want that? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go cheap. Smart air suspension costs you another $2,500. We're not doing it. The ultra high fidelity sound and XM satellite radio. We're not doing it. And the Sub-Zero, not doing it. And here we have the towing package so that we can tow something large behind the Tesla. Not doing it, $750. But this little accessory hitch, it's optional, factory install at no extra cost. Since it's free, we are going to do it. Talks a little bit about your electric vehicle incentives here, $7,500 from the feds, and then some other savings, and you can go down and do all this stuff. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the bottom line is I wanted to show you the cheapest one I could configure, which is $80,000. So the cheapest X you can get is $80,000. That's not cheap, and that is a beautiful car still, but it's probably not the car that many people are going to choose. If you pop over here onto Lease, your payments are about $916 a month for 12,000 miles a year, and $937 for 15,000 a year. And you've got to put down about $4,000, and if you do the 36-month lease, they want you to put $6,632 down. So that gives you a sense of it, right? Let me do the exact opposite this time. Let me now go and try and configure, if not the most expensive, a very expensive. We'll go with white, multi-coat. Actually, let's go with red. Let's make it funky. Let's get some expensive wheels up in here. What can we get here? They're more expensive. 22-inch wheels. Yeah, they're expensive. We'll get those. And then the interior, let's try some tan leather seats and get some of this here. And I'm trying to find what's the most expensive, and it's hard. All right, so we'll go with that. Obviously, the way to really bump up the price here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the P70D. Get the one that's fast, oh so fast. You actually drop a little bit of range compared to the 90D. And so, actually, I should take it back here. We're already up to $124,000 just with this option. But here's the key. The delivery begins in early 2016. These other ones, mid-2016 late. So the more expensive, the faster you're going to get it. Standard equipment, it comes with a lot of standard equipment. I want ludicrous. I want to go as fast as I possibly can. This is a fast acceleration, $10,000 to add that option. You got this little spoiler that's included at this price, but we're already up to 134. Tesla brake calipers, 5-seat. No. Let's take the most expensive interior. So we're going to add $4,000 for this. Of course, we're going to want the Autopilot features. Whoops, sorry. Of course, we're going to want those puppies for $2,500. Premium upgrades, give me it all. Give me all the toys and HEPA filters you can give me. Smart air suspension is already in there, but look at this. We're up to $145,000, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Of course, I'm taking the high-fidelity sound. Of course, I want the Sub-Zero package for $1,000. Yes, I want the towing package for $750. Of course, I want the accessory hitch. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've got this puppy up to now $150,000 plus any tax and documentation and all that other stuff. Let's see what that lease is going to do for us. The lease on this puppy is now $2,000 a month. $2,107 to be exact. And if you're going to do the Tesla lease, you're going to have to put down $8,000. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. So we've gone from the extremes, from $80,000 over to $149,000. And I'm sure that doesn't include tax. So pretty expensive. Let me tell you, show you the one I'm going to do. Just so I think I'm going to do this. I like the white. I don't know whether I like the pearl white more or the plain white. I think I like the pearl white. So I'm going to go pearl white. No, it's $1,500 more. I don't need it. That's fine. The wheels, give me the cheap set of wheels. I don't care about wheels. Interior, I am going to go with the black interior and the black headliner. I'm going to go with the 90. I want the more range, even though look at the difference in the price between this and this. It's about $15,000 to get another 37 miles of range. Keep that in mind. Do you really need it? I probably don't, but I like to have that extra range. The things that I don't need ludicrous speed, and I don't need a spoiler, and I don't need red calipers. I'm going to go with the 6-seat interior. I like the idea that I can fold these rear seats down, and if I have something long to put in the car, I can put it up between the seats pretty easily. So I like that idea. Of course, I do also like the idea of a 7-seater. You can chuck lots of friends and family and stuff in there. But I think this is the nicest option for me. I definitely want the Autopilot feature. Want to play with that for the show, if nothing else. I don't need all these other premium things and lighting. I just don't need it, especially for $4,500. I do want the smart air suspension. Actually, at my house, there is a big grade that I have to go up. So I'm going to get the smart air suspension. Now, I actually am going to get the high fidelity sound because I really like XM. So I'm going to actually stay with the high fidelity sound. It seems like a bit of a waste. I don't need the Sub-Zero package. I'm in California. I don't need the towing package, but I am going to get the accessory hitch. And I've got this puppy down to $106,000. What's my lease going to be on this? It's going to be $1,400 a month. That is crazy. Oh, and I almost forgot. Oh, that was so close to forgetting. Look, another thing you can do. This comes standard with a sort of 48, I can't remember, 48, 42 amp charger, all right? So it will only charge your car at home with a 220 volt at around 40 miles an hour. But if you want the 80 amp charger where you can charge it almost 60 miles an hour at home, then just click anywhere in here and type the word charger, CHARGER. And this magic thing appears. It does not appear unless you do that. So you can get a 72 amp charger instead of a 48 amp charger. But this is the sort of standard and preferred version, but you can get this. I already have a 80 amp charger at my house, so I may as well take advantage of it. Do I really need it? Most of the time, the overwhelming majority of the time, I plug my car in and have it charge at 1 a.m. and whether it takes a few hours less doesn't matter at all. But since I have it, I'm going to do it, but it is going to cost me $1,000 because it is not available later. So I'm going to do that. It's going to cost me an extra $1,000 on top. So to heck with it. I'm doing it. All right. But that gives you the kind of ballpark. I think for a lot of people, it's around 100, 105 if you do it sort of like I did. If you want to max it out, you're looking at 150,000, and the cheapest is about 80. So hope you found this useful. Remember, check us out at Talking Tesla. We do a show a couple of times a month. Have a lot of fun with it. My name's Mel Herbert. Talk to you soon.